Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of One Piece, which is on chapter 942. Now, this chapter right here, wow, dude. Now that is some sheer defiance to the very end. Not to mention, that was one crazy hell of a speech. Those of you guys who read the chapter will get the idea. Those of you who haven't and just went to this recap not knowing what the hell is going on, you'll be confused as hell. I had to read this chapter like maybe 4 or 5 times to understand what Yasue, or should I say Yasu, was trying to say, and we get to know a little bit about him. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We get to know that Yasu himself, back in his younger ages, actually became like a somewhat of an acquaintance, or should I say subordinate, to the Oden Kozuki Oden or something, you know? Of course, we get to know that this Oden that brought Wano into great glory was not interested in taking the throne, and he therefore says, oh, you're the one that's going to be taking it, okay? I don't care about that. But Yasui, on the other hand, scolded him, punched him many times, and we get to know that I guess Yasui or something like that, or Yasu in other cases, was actually a mentor to this Oden. And, well, to Oden's son, that is. We get to know that Yasui confessed that he was the witching owl boy, causing a lot of trouble, giving money to the poor, etc. He even says that he's not a hero and that he committed many sins, and to let you know, like, he actually wanted to grab certain attention here and there. And we get to know more about, like, Yasu when he's making his speech. And we get to see that the people from Ebisu Town says, no, we cannot allow you to die, you know? You are very important to us. And we get to see Toko and Zoro and many others chasing her. Well, Toko trying to go to her father because, you know, that's her father. And we also get to know that Yasu explained of how, like, this flower capital is very beautiful. And he even insulted Orochi by saying, you know what? Let me tell you something. This city has been built by our people, our pride and joy and everything else and happiness. But you of our Orochi, you freaking tainted it with your own boundless greed. Oden, you are nothing more than a little pest. You understand that? He even continues making his speech, and he even talks about the picture that he mentioned about. He says, like, 20 years ago, we won our revenge and we were burdened with Kozuki's family and resentment. I actually created that picture. He even talks about, like, how Orochi says, like, you know, after Orochi approached the 4 remaining daimyo, he asked us this: will you bow before me or will you fight? And he even says that it was a stupid question because those who did not accept him decides to fight anyway and get their revenge. But what makes it worse right now is that their vengeance and their time to keep fighting ended by Kaido himself, and everything was reduced to ashes. Not to mention that Yasu says that he managed to survive and escape to Ebisu Town, so he decided to make a childish plan to make a comeback. He even insulted Orochi by saying Orochi's actually more of a coward than I thought, you know? Because, do you know the mark of the moon, the crescent moon? He arrested so many innocent people because of that. It was just a popular design long ago, nothing more. Even a lot of people was like, holy shish kebab, are you telling me that Lord Orochi just panicked and arrested all these innocent people? And we see to it that Orochi is really angry and even asks Yasui, do you have any last words before I kill you? We see to it that Yasu himself makes one last insult to Orochi by saying, hey, you want me to tell you a curse that binds your heart? Upon the man whose mind has swollen shut, a lifetime of Oden to fill your gut. I'm thinking about mine, oh my gosh. Talk about some major defiance to the end. But Yasu makes his last speech in his mind to his allies by saying, you know, your plan is set back for a little bit, but I'm going to tell you right now, don't give up. I have given new directions to a new meeting location to our allies who are caught in the Retsetsu district. This is the only thing I'm capable of my feeble life, and no matter how much that cowardly Orochi yells his voice will no longer reach his soldiers. We are forever grateful as Kinemon realizes that Yasu is going to die. And we see to it that some of the soldiers are really saying, you know, the Shogun's cowardice is really a pain in the neck, you know? And no one's able to take Kaido's head for 20 years. And we see to it that, like, Yasu makes his last scream of speech by saying, cover the children's eyes, the last daimyo that served Kozuki. The frivolous flatterer from Ibisu Town will now make his way to the other world. Let us sing all together. And Orochi and his subordinates make their firing shots, fatal shots, killing them, while Toku screams out, Daddy, but it was too late. Tonoyasu gets shot down, riddled down by many bullets, and falls down. Ironically, and yet very saddening at the same time, everybody who's been watching this is actually laughing. They're like, "Bwahaha, Tonoyasu is dead," and Zoro was really, really angry. He goes like, "What the hell's wrong with you, stupid dude? Like, someone just died right in front of you. How in the hell is that funny?" And we see to it that, like, that Zoro was about to snap out and cause some chaos, but Hiyori, Momonosuke's sister, says, Stop. I'm going to tell you right now, they are actually crying. The people of Ibisu Town, no matter how sad they are, no matter how hard it is for them, they can't show such emotions. And Zoro's like, what are you talking about? With that kind of facial expression. Hiyori explains the reason behind it is that they have been robbed their ability to do anything but smile, and all they could do was laugh because of what happened. It is all because of Kaido and Orochi who brought this country to ruin, and it's the fruit known as smile. So it looks like that smile fruit was more than just like artificial devil fruit. There was another meaning behind it. And of course, yeah, everyone is crying, but they're laughing at the same time, but they can't show that kind of emotion because Kaido and Orochi took that away with this fruit known as smile, and the smile that Doflamingo was making, and you know, it had a lot of meaning behind it. Then it was just called smile. I'm pretty sure those guys who read the chapter will get the idea. This chapter looked really simple. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's just a big defiant speech to the very end by Yasu himself before he got shot down by Orochi and his other obedient subordinates. And I'm thinking in my mind, you know, I hope Orochi's character stay this way, man. I mean, I don't know what his backstory is exactly. I mean, we get to know that he was indebted to Oden, but he killed him anyway. I really hope, like, it stays that way because, you know, there's too many sympathy villains, but some of them could be enjoyable without sympathy, but it all depends because, like, I don't know. Anyways, looks like Orochi is more than just a coward, you know. He took the title of Shogun and for himself and then tries to take over the country with Kaido, and look at him making all these Iron Fist rules and trying to stop people from doing martial arts and everything because of a revolution he fears or something. Yeah, for him to try to prevent something, etc., is going to happen anyway. Not to mention Yasu, he is one of the MVPs in this arc. I mean, he may have had I know a lot of people may say, like, he didn't have a lot of screen time. Why the heck will you call him an MVP? I mean, this guy was defiant to the very end. And I'm pretty sure all you guys might be saying, yo, there's always been a lot of characters that defies like some ruler to the very end in the series anyway. What makes him so special? Well, that speech he made is like similar to possibly like Whitebeard creating the new age of pirates, while this speech right here for Yasu himself, his speech is to create a revolution and tells everyone to stand up and fight against Orochi, you know? I mean, this guy's a coward. He did a lot of bad things. Why do you continue to follow him with all of his lying, etc.? Pretty much he was trying to do in my eyes and opinion, I know it sounds stupid enough, I think he's just trying to revoke the fires of revolution against Orochi. I mean, the guy is an evil punk after what he did, and now looking at what Yasu said about him, it just now hopefully might light the fires of revolution for many people who wishes to stand up and fight. But we'll have to see. I know what I'm saying is stupid and ridiculous, but I think it had a lot of meaning. I think Yasu's speech to the very end and Defiance has to bring out a big meaning for everyone, especially the people in Ibusu Town and those who actually cared for Yasu himself. That's if there's any people who even cares about him. Guess we'll have to find out. Yasu, you've been a very good man, dude. Knowing that you had to leave your daughter behind and go into the other world and giving your allies one last message to know where their new meeting location is at. You're very good. You very good man, dude. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-oo! Not to mention, forgot to say this, One Piece will be on break next week. Sucks, but you know what? Oda, take as many breaks as you need, man. If you need to take a whole month or maybe 2 to 3 weeks, man, take it as much as you can. I'd rather see you in good, healthy shape finishing this series than you dying off, okay? Love you, man. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-oo!